how's that for energy? I just wanted to come to you live today. My name's Julie Gervasi, and I want to tell you a little story about how I was introduced to Juice Plus. About 3.5 years ago, my neighbor, who is a family physician, introduced it to me. I was 6 months pregnant at the time. I was working a busy job as a floor nurse. I was also working a second job as a clinical research nurse at a major university on nutritional supplements. So when this doctor came to me and he shared Juice Plus with me, I thought it was just another vitamin. I had no idea the power behind what he was sharing with me that day. But it wasn't until my daughter was about 10 weeks old, so probably 6 or 7 months later, that I decided to take a look at it. And oh my goodness, I'm so glad that I did. See, what this physician didn't know is that I have an autoimmune disease. I'm a celiac, and so I was malabsorbing anyway. My naturopath had told me to juice to be able to get that bioavailable nutrition. And with a 10-week-old baby, juicing had fallen to about number 1,000 on my list. So when this physician shared 30 different fruits and vegetables in capsules with me, oh my goodness, it made a huge difference in my life. And I didn't even know it in the beginning. I actually thought I would be proving him wrong after a year. But I started taking the product, and pretty much in a couple of weeks, I started to feel a little bit more energy, but not caffeine energy, natural energy. My hair started to grow, my nails started to grow, my skin started to clear up. I wasn't taking naps. I was fine, even though I was getting up multiple times during the night with my daughter, who was getting the product through me as I nursed her. And I'm so incredibly grateful for him for sharing his heart with me, for loving me where I was, and keep on with me for taking this product. I can't even tell you. I had been on medications for years. I had suffered from some anxiety, some depression, and that's not something that a lot of people like to talk about, especially with a new mom. You should be very happy what's going on in your life, and I just wasn't. But probably about 6 months, 7 months later, I hugged this doctor. The eczema that I chronically had on my elbows was gone. I was sleeping through the night. I was happy. So I started to double my dose because of my autoimmune disease, and I felt even more benefits. But let me tell you my favorite part. I did start giving those little sprinkles to my daughter in her food when she started to eat when she was about 7 months old. And I have a 3-year-old that has never had medication, that's never had an ear, nose, or throat infection, because I started to follow these SHRED principles that the company provided for us about foods that were inflammatory, foods that were healing. And my husband and I were doing this, so why not model that for our daughter? Bye, good night. And so now I'm able to have the energy that I need to keep up with all the things I love, like team, like exercise. I feel better today in my late 30s than I did in my late 20s, and I will forever be grateful for the physician who introduced it to me. Now, while I know that Juice Plus will never cure my autoimmune disease, today I'm on 0 medications, and I will take it for the rest of my life. So imagine if you could help somebody like me get the nutrition that they needed on a cellular level every single day, what kind of improvements you would see in their life. I will share it from the rooftops, because it's made such a difference in my life. And sending you all love, sending you all energy. Thank you so much for letting me share my story tonight.